January 23rd, about 2 o'clock. Hello. How are we doing?
Hi.
Good. How are you?
We're from the health department.
Hi. How are you? Nice to meet you guys.
We're here to help you with
Thank
the
you.
problems that
Well,
you have
hopefully.
encountered.
Hopefully.
So it's two of us. Can we come in?
That's fine. Yeah.
Thank
Thanks, thank you.
No problem.
Okay.
Do you mind if they come in too?
I do mind. I don't want them in. Neither one of them. They're both banned from my apartment forever. They want to get somebody else in their steed, that's fine. I don't want either one of them in here though.
Alright. Alright, so you have problems with your smoke detector and the carbon monoxide
Yeah,
detector?
if you listen, if you stay here long enough, you will hear this will beep. Might take a minute or two, but it will beep. And it's a brand new one, which they changed. And look, I will say, look, they're scamming somehow because I filmed this and I posted it on YouTube, and this is working about 10 times better. I don't know if there's some way for them to block it or whatever, but I don't even consider that a working shower, do you?
It's flowing. Is that on max?
Yeah, that's on max. Yep. So it generally doesn't even work this well. So if you turn it on yourself, this has worked much better than it generally works. And I filmed it the last time the other inspector was here too. So, and this is the complaint that I have. These people are very scammy. They're very scammy. I can't take a shower in that. Maybe you want to take a shower in that, that's fine. For me, that's not acceptable. I can't take a shower that way. If you turn it, I'm almost 6 foot tall, I don't know how you are, but if you're standing in the shower, you know, this is, and you turn it and you try to flow it on yourself. And like I said, it wasn't even coming out at all. Okay?
Can you turn on this water here?
Yeah, I can.
So this one has good water pressure.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, go ahead and turn it off, please.
Yeah.
Is that little hot
And I'm actually the one who loosened this because generally this is the way it flows. Like that. That's a standard flow. Something like that. But I'm the one who twisted this out and I virtually had to remove it. If you look at it, it's almost all the way out. This piece right here. So it's not even on the right way. So basically, that's the pressure that comes from it. But it wasn't even working that well before you guys came. I don't understand it exactly, but
screen behind us probably?
It's jammed.
all right.
Does it come off the whole knob?
You can pull it off if you want to. I mean, you can force it off, is what I'm saying. It doesn't naturally come off, no.
Don't.
Did you hear it beep?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Hey, how you doing? Well, they're here right now. Okay. So I guess whatever I did in adjusting the shower made it work better. Okay, but they're here. I gotta go. Okay, bye. And that's the other. The shower will not work for a very long period of time. That's probably the 4th or 5th shower head they put in. It will work for a period of time, then it will stop. I don't know if it's the quality of the shower head or whatever, but it's very inconsistent. That's maybe the 4th or 5th shower head they put in. Okay, so did you hear that? So that's fine? Is there anything wrong with it as far as you can discern? Is there a reason why it's beeping?
Well, sometimes, I don't know this brand, but sometimes they mentioned that it's hardwired.
Yes.
So it'll work. But what it might be doing is letting you know that the little 9-volt battery in there is running low.
But that's brand new. They just put that in 3 weeks ago. Why would the battery not be good?
I don't know.
And okay, this has been going on for 6 months. Every time they change it, it's the same thing that happens. It's the same thing that happens.
I'm not certain why that would
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Usually
Well,
that's kind of what it is. It's
but
just a
what
battery.
should I do about that?
Replace the battery.
Okay, that's not constructive. I'm sorry, it's not helpful. Because this consistently happens. If that's a brand new smoke detector, why would that battery be defective?
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know what to tell you.
Okay. Okay. Did you know the shower rack on the floor is broken?
What was that again? I'm sorry.
The shower rack on the floor is broken? Because when they broke in here on the 17th, they smashed it and they put a little dent in the wall. So do you guys consider that shower to be functional?
Is that the towel rack?
Yeah, that's a towel rack that's behind the door.
Oh.
So when they came here to fix it, so do you guys consider that shower to be functional?
It's functioning in that there's water coming out, but it's a little slow, yeah.
Okay. So in other words, do they need to replace it, or in your mind it's fine the way that it
It
is?
could be that just the screen behind there is dirty.
No, I understand that, but is it okay that way, or is it not okay that way in your mind? I just want an official statement. Do you consider that good, or do you consider that to be not good? I don't consider it to be good.
I've seen some that flow better than that.
Oh, okay. So do they have to change it, or they can leave it like
I don't
that?
know that they need to change that. They
Yes.
just need to make
The pressure
maybe
better.
a small adjustment, or maybe it's just that, like I said, the screen is dirty.
Right. Something needs to be done, though. We don't know what
To make it flow better.
to make it flow better. Okay, got it. Okay, just want to make sure that I understand. That's all. And you can see the stove. I think a 4-year-old child could tell that this stove can't possibly work. There's just no way for it to work. Can't happen. Okay, and the way it was prior to this, when the gas company issued their advisory notice on the 24th of May, is that they said the pilot light had a problem. I'm not an expert, I'm not pretending I am, but basically what we had to do is we had to go in the back, turn on the gas, come in here with a lighter, turn on the gas, light it, stick it to the burner, not the pilot, in order for it to be lit. And if you're slow, because you have to do that and you have to come around here, you'll get a little blowback sometimes. So to me, I didn't consider that to be a safe stove. Okay?
When was this?
They issued it on May the 24th, I believe, of this year, the gas company. After, keep in mind, this is what's so frustrating to me, okay? This was red tagged on the 14th of February. So even if you go on by that, you're still many months into this already. And this year it'll be, and what do they do in May? Absolutely nothing. They do the same game that they always do. We don't have it, we lost it, you never gave us the notice, but you see my red tags are posted on there because I'm tired of them going, we don't have it, we don't get it. This is the game that they play. So I think you can say you agree this stuff can't possibly work, right?
I can't tell because I think you don't have gas here.
You can't, that's ridiculous. I'm
You don't
sorry, I
have gas?
completely dispute your proposition. You need burners, do you not? You need burners here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna light it, no, let's talk this out and I'm gonna document this, okay? So I'm gonna turn this on, gas is gonna come out, and I'm gonna do what? What's gonna happen now? No, what's gonna happen now? I wanna know what's gonna
In
happen.
that
I'm gonna turn it
condition
on.
With the burners, it looks like there's burners missing, you're correct. I
Okay,
don't believe that you have gas here.
that's pointless. If my car has no engine, for you to say there's no gasoline in the car is a silly argument at best. Okay?
They've told us that they have a stove ready to put in right now, if you're interested.
That's great. Doesn't answer my question. I want to know what happens when I go with hot water for 6 weeks and they do nothing. I go without a shower for 90 days and nothing happens. I go without a stove for almost a year and nothing happens. What is the punitive responsibility that falls onto them? What is it? So they get a pass. Because if you go from the first red tag, which is in 2011, to the second red tag, right, you have almost 2 years. It's 1 month short of 2 years. What is the punitive culpability that happens to them for me not having heat for almost 2 years? And that's only
That's between you and them.
That's between me and them.
Yeah.
So there's no administrative hearing that can be had. You can't take them. So in other words, you guys have zero ability to enforce any
Not
order that you
until
make
we have
against
a
them.
report on it. No, a report that we wrote.
What does that mean? I don't even know what that means.
Report that we wrote.
That you wrote?
Yes.
What does that
Enforce.
mean?
When we write a report, we enforce it.
Okay, so when you guys came out in 2011, you're saying no one wrote a report?
I'm not stating that. I'm saying that we enforce a report. That we
I
wrote.
don't, but who, no one wrote a report. No report, no report, no report, no report, no report. Is that your
Did
position?
you have an inspector come in at the time and write a
Of course,
report?
of course I did. Of course I did.
And they didn't enforce that at the time?
I don't. I don't have heat. I don't have stove. What do you think happened? You guys don't enforce anything. You guys enforce nothing. You allow them to get away with everything. Anything they want to do, they're allowed to do to me. Anything that they want to do. I've been here 3 years. I haven't had 1 day of heat. This stove has not been working since February 14th. So you guys are saying it's normal that if this stove was red tagged on the 14th, you guys have the records, so let's stop the baloney. You guys know who came here and when, and Monica, who came here. You guys know Sam came here. You know that Dennis Ho came here. So you guys know who came in here when. So it's your allegation that you guys were coming out here today and you read none of the reports. You're not aware of any reports that were written in this apartment. I want to know what you are saying. Don't tell me what you're not saying. Tell me what you are
You have
saying.
to slow down.
I don't have to do anything. No, sir.
We're
Incorrect.
gonna be done real soon.
Incorrect. Then you know what? You guys were done 3 years ago when I had no heat.
They're here outside.
Yeah.
They have a stove for you.
Yeah.
Do you want it or don't you?
You're changing the subject. I'll tell you what. I'll make a deal with you. You
What
answer.
else?
So in other words, your official position is there was no report written, or you're not aware of any report.
Stated.
I want. So then there is a report written.
No, I said that we would enforce a report that he's going to write today.
Okay.
Because the others, I believe, are closed out.
So you are aware of reports being written because otherwise they couldn't be closed
In the
out.
past,
Right. But who enforced these notices, and what is the punitive
there were
culpability
issues
for these
with
people?
Gas being
Please,
supplied.
let's knock it off, please.
Okay.
If
I'm done with that. I'm done with
if
Do you have any other
listen, the fridge doesn't work. But listen,
Do you have any other
if
problems,
I'm
sir?
ordered to evacuate from the gas company, okay, then why am I going to turn on the stove and endanger my children's lives? When at a hotel recently, you had people dying there
Do you
because of
have any
faulty
other
smoke
issues, sir,
detectors.
that we can help you with? I'm not going to deal
You don't help me with hot water. You don't help me with the shower. You don't help me with the
Hot water right
heat.
now?
You don't help me with the stove. I know right now. That's what you guys always say, right now.
Yeah.
What about I have no heat for 3 years. What are you going to do about that? I've had no stove since February 14th. It's going to be a year this February. What are you going to do about
You need
that?
Can I
gas
check
to-
the hot water?
Sure,
to
you
work
can
the
check.
furnace.
Thank you.
What?
You need gas to work the furnace, is that correct?
Red tag. Don't turn it on. The gas company. So you're saying even though the gas company ordered me to shut it, I should have said, listen, you guys, turn it on or else. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your position.
The gas company.
That's your
was here
position.
On the 17th.
No, stop.
Of December,
You're full of
and
baloney.
they
You know,
went in
you're
and
so
they
full of
checked it.
baloney. It's coming out in your
According to,
ears.
No,
It's
according
coming
to the
out.
report I saw.
1, 2, 3, 4. What happened here?
I don't
What
know.
happened here? What happened here? What happened here?
I
Free
saw-
pass.
I don't care about those.
Free
right now.
pass.
I saw a report.
You guys always say the same thing, but I've had no heat for 3 years.
Yes.
And I've had no
Is there
stove.
anything else you have?
Yeah, you're full of crap. You know that?
Okay.
And your name is what?
My name is Patrick.
Oh, you're the jerk I always talk to. Yes.
That's me.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And this does. I'm showing you. Listen. Pay attention. Focus.
Yeah.
Concentrate a little bit. Okay. The magnet doesn't work. Okay. On this fridge. So what happens is the roaches come in through here and through the bottom there. Okay. Because there's no magnet at all on the bottom.
They also stated they have a brand new or a cooler they could put in.
Yeah. You're a turkey. Jeez, please.
So you have
You're
roaches?
completely incompetent, and I am filing a complaint against you.
Can you show me the
Fantastic.
roaches?
And your name is what?
Dwight.
Dwight.
Can you show
Dwight.
me the roaches, please?
You have a roach right there. Okay?
Take a closer look.
Uh-huh. What do you want me to do? Collect roaches?
No, it's not necessary. Can I look inside?
Yeah, you can look inside. This is why they get away with everything. This is why they know they have a free pass, because of people like Patrick. This is why. This is why. So I don't know, do you have a financial arrangement with these people, or are you a part owner of this place? You know, I don't really understand.
So that's a roach.
Is it alive? Should be marked.
He wants me to collect roaches. You're funny, Patrick. Oh, I know, you're the Patrick on SpongeBob, aren't you? Yeah, oh, that's where I know you from. Exactly the same. Exactly the same. Man, for the record, they could put in the stove and they could put in the refrigerator, for the record. Clown. You're a clown, man. You don't have gas. They ordered me to shut it. Ordered me to shut it. Ordered me to shut it, dude. Do you not understand an order from the gas company?
Do you mind if I take pictures of those so I can have them on record?
Oh, because you don't have them on record. Because they didn't give it to you? They didn't give it to you. They weren't, oh, really? Mm-hmm. So let me ask you a question. Isn't that inappropriate for them not to provide you with those red tags as part of your report that you're writing?
I think they're written to you, are they not? They're usually.
So it is appropriate then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, neat. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about
Do you
either.
mind if I take a picture so I can have them to see them?
Mm-hmm. Nah, because you don't have them.
mind?
You don't have them. I just want to know, do you have them or
No,
not?
I
You don't have.
I don't have them.
Who believes you? No one's going to believe you, dude.
Do you mind if
Don't take a picture. Jeez.
Yes, or
You want me to pose next to it for you?
May I take a picture? I'm just.
I answered you 3 times. Would you like a 4th? Yes, you can take a picture. Gee.
That's all I needed.
Uh-huh. That's all you needed. This is why they don't do anything, because of clowns like you. Seriously. Wow. Wow. Wow, you're the same person who says, oh, it doesn't matter that you filed a HUD complaint against them. That's not a motive. Oh, that's not a motive? Really? Oh, okay.
Would you agree if we have the repairman come in and help?
Not those 2 guys. They're constantly abusive, and I'm tired of them. They robbed me on the 17th. Why don't you ask them about how come since December 17th I have no keys to my apartment? Ask them that. Ask them that. Why do I not have keys to my apartment still?
Because
Okay.
the reason I'm asking is because if you don't allow him to come in.
Listen, let me make it clear. Marcelo cannot come in here. No. Alex cannot come in here. No. You have other maintenance people here that can come in here. Yes. Those 2 specifically cannot.
Those 2 specifically.
Yeah, those 2 other maintenance personnel can come in here. Yes.
Now, second question.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be okay with you if those other people come in and maybe help you with the refrigerator and the stove?
I don't understand your question. What do you mean?
Because we can have the refrigerator gasket
Mhm.
maybe repaired or replaced. I'm
Okay.
gonna talk to the manager to see if we can do that. Would you agree to help us help you that way? And I need a response.
What do you
because-
mean help us help you? What you want me to physically
because
move the
we're gonna
fridge?
generate a report.
Wait, no. You want me to physically move the fridge with them?
No, they should be able to take care
Well,
of it.
what do you mean help them? I'm serious. I'm not being funny. I don't understand what you mean. Help them how? What do I do? Open the door for them? Yeah, I'll open the door for them. Yeah.
Okay.
I said that already. I answered you. The only people who can't come in here is Rosie Casa because I'm tired of abuse. They call me names. Okay. Alex, I don't like him either. He's one of the people that I suspect robbed me on the 17th when they broke in here. I have all sorts of items missing.
Okay.
And then the other guy
Because
too.
let me state this to you. We're gonna generate a report.
Yeah, and I want a copy of that report. I'm asking you for
By
that
all means,
report.
of course,
Yeah,
we are able to.
Because according to Patrick, there are no reports and he's not aware of them. Yeah,
Well-
okay, yeah. What'd you say? I'm sorry, you're entitled to, have your day in the sun here. Okay? Because they didn't give
listen
you
to me for a
anything.
moment.
I did listen to you already for a
I am
moment,
gonna
okay?
generate a report.
Yeah, I understand, I heard you.
And my job as an inspector is to try to help you.
Yeah.
So I am gonna speak with the,
Not really. You guys have not helped me at all. And every time you hear they retaliate against me, every time you hear I cannot unload my groceries, every time you hear security chases me away from doing my laundry, I'm not allowed to do it. So you know what? It's a great risk. And last time security threatened me and they told me I better watch my back. And the day after that, my tire was slashed. Okay? No, you don't understand. No, you don't understand. It's very dangerous for me to call you people. It puts my family in physical danger. And this guy thinks I'm clowning around over here, that this is some sort of joke. Okay? I just want to say that if anything happens to me, you guys are responsible, okay? If anything happens to my safety, okay, I'm paying for the lights, sir, not you.
Oh, I was trying to.
No, you're not. No, thank you. You already took pictures? Guess what? You already have it, all right?
But
You already have it. No, he's full of baloney. He doesn't have these. He doesn't have the first red tag that was issued on the 14th of last year of February. Who believes you guys? I don't believe you guys. For the record, you guys are unbelievable.
Let me finish what
You're going to generate a report, and they could come in here and change the stove and change the fridge. I already said yes.
Okay, very good.
Then what else? And I want a copy of the report.
And you're entitled to.
And what's new? What's the new question? I don't get it.
So what I need to get out of you is whether or not you're gonna let them help you. Because if you're gonna tell me you're not gonna let them,
You're weird, man. Dude, you're weird. Do you not understand English? Okay? You said they'll change the stove. I said yes. You said they'll change the fridge. I said yes. Well, what are you talking about? You're learning how to speak from this guy? Don't listen to him. He just talks in a circle. That's all he does.
Again, my job as an inspector is try to address your
No,
problem.
you're aggravating me right now is what you're doing,
Then
okay?
I will stop
Okay,
now.
I've said yes to everything you said, and you keep asking me the same questions over again. And here, use a little common sense. I don't have keys to my own apartment. They're the only ones who have keys. I'm the one who's locked out and being denied access. They have free access whenever they want to have access, okay? Just like my camera was stolen with all my footage, my paperwork was stolen, my Christmas gifts were stolen. Understand? Every time they come here, I'm robbed, coincidentally.
Okay, very good. Are there any other problems you would like to point out to us?
Other than the peeling paint that they've done 3 or 4 or 5, 6 different times, and constantly they don't fix it and they don't repair it because they don't know how to paint. I've consulted the experts at Home Depot and they constantly tell me this is not the right way to do it.
Okay. very
Okay.
good. Is there anything else before we leave?
Nothing. Give me both your cards. I'm definitely filing complaints against you guys because you guys are jokes. Both of you guys. Seriously. Okay? Very disturbing, especially this guy here. You're a typical civil service guy, man. Typical civil service clown is what you are. Okay? You disgust me, sir.
Thank you very
You
much.
disgust me. It's because people like you that the people here are suffering, sir. It's because of people like you.
All right,
Okay.
we're
I was done with you the moment you came in. You're a clown. And do me a favor, don't ever talk to me on the phone again. I'm not interested in having another fake conversation with you.
That's fine.
You're obviously getting paid by these people
Thank
is
you
what's
very much,
happening.
sir. Have a
Yeah,
nice
you're
day.
very welcome, March.
All right.
Yep.